Hi guys, Pickle Draws here. I've waited a few seconds to see if anybody would join, but I am doing a 100 subscriber Q&A live stream. Yay, woo! Because, as I've already said like 3 times already, from the thumbnail. Wait, no, I didn't put a thumbnail. From the title, this sign, and me just saying it, I have 102 subscribers. But a 102 subscriber Q&A is not as interesting. So, 100 subscriber Q&A it is with me, Pickle Draws. So yeah, I'm gonna let a few people join the live stream before I start answering some prickly questions. So yeah guys, you can just join right in whenever you want. So yeah, as soon as one person gets on, we might as well start the Q&A, you know? So yeah, last live stream that I did was a thing where I asked you guys in the chat what you wanted me to draw, and the one before that was me showing off some Pokemon. But this one is just me doing questions and answers, and I may do a drawing later, don't know for sure, but yeah. So all of the things that I'm saying for this first 2 minutes of the live stream is for all of the people who are rewatching the live stream, so it isn't just nothing and you'll have something to watch. So yeah, that's what's happening. So just a few more seconds, someone should join soon. Okay, everybody, one person has officially joined the live stream, and you know you are. You don't really have to comment if you don't want to, but it's fine if you do also. So we have one person watching the live stream. That's good. That's great. All of it's wonderful. So let's just start, shall we? First, I have to give some backstory on why, or how, I guess, I had the idea to do a 100 subscriber Q&A. First of all, I've seen other people do it, and my goal in YouTube, I'll just draw it out for you. So, let's say this 2025. This is whenever I start my channel. I was hoping by the end of this year to have 50. Then, in 2026, by the end of next year, to have 100. And so on and so forth. Just like that. But this has happened earlier than I thought. Halfway into the year, and I officially have a big 100. So here's the marble. How do marbles work? I don't know. Okay. So, yeah, one person on. I'm gonna actually wait for one more person to get on the live stream. Just cousin something or other. But first, I'll give you a backstory on me if you're new here. My name is Pickle Pants Draws. Well, Pickle Pants or Pickle Pants Draws. It doesn't really matter what you call me. I'm both. So I'm just a dude that draws. I like pickles. And I wear pants. Most of the time. So I'm just going to be playing with this marble until somebody joins the stream. I think somebody should quite soon, because if they don't, that would be odd a little bit. Also, if you are interested, you can join my Discord, which you can also subscribe. I have a video in which you can go to the description. It's a short, actually. If you go to my channel page, you go to shorts, you can click on the I have a Discord video and go to the description, and I will have a link for you to join my Discord. Also, my new goal is 200 subscribers by the end of the year. So let's try to get 200 subscribers by the end of the year now. That would be nice. So, Q&A will start soon. We all know this. But I just need one more person to join. One more person. And it will be good. Okay? One more. So, good luck, one more person. Hope you join soon. Okay, so bad news. No one has joined the live stream except for one person. Good news is that I have 100 subscribers still. Yay! So, yeah. Please, one more person, if you could join, that would be so great. Okay. We have had a person join. Apparently. Okay. So, well, since one person more has joined, I'm going to be starting the stream right now. Because we officially have 2 people, so that's good. Pretty sure anyway. If you're here, type it in the comments below. Because I get 2 people saying that they are here right now. I'll start the live stream. Okay? You know what? Just one person saying they're here. Just say you're here, one person, and then I'll start. Okay, good. Starting the 100 subscriber Q&A. So 2 weeks ago, I put out a video saying put your 100 subscriber Q&A questions right here. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be reading 100 subscriber Q&A questions from that video in the comments and be answering them. So yeah. Okay, so first up, number 1, very good question. It is a question that makes very much sense for an art channel. Also, here's my list, by the way, so people know. So first question, how did you get good at drawing? What every single teacher in kindergarten told you. Practice. Because I painted a Spider-Man whenever I was 2 years old, maybe 3. I used red and blue and made a spider. with no help from mom and dad. So that's whenever the first art that I can remember is. So yeah, practice. That's pretty much how anyone gets good at anything, you know? Okay, so now next up is question number 2. What is your opinion on cucumbers? Unpickled pickles. Okay, this is a bit of a interesting question because, like, maybe 2 years ago, I loved cucumbers. I put just a little bit of salt on them and they were amazing. But now, I have a more, not necessarily picky, but like fancier, because pickles have like 10 times more flavor than cucumbers, which 10 times more flavor, unless bad flavor, is 10 times more good. So, question number 2, what type of tablet do I use? Well, I am recording with it, otherwise I could just show you. I use an iPad, and it is black. I don't know what iPad it is. I just know that it comes with this pencil, and I use it for all of my digital art. It has a few stains though. But yeah, that's what I use, pretty much. Okay. So, do you have any pets? If so, what are their names? Pets. Had a strange history with pets. So, first of all, I'm just going to name all of the pets I've had. Don't know if that meant current pets or for all the pets I've ever had. I'm just going to go with all the pets I've ever had to make it more interesting. So, the first pet that I can remember having was a dog named Buddy. His name was Buddy because we never really named him. We just said, hey Buddy, come over here, and that was just his name forever. He was a mopey little dog. Well, he was a big dog, actually. And he just sat out in the rain, moping, even though he could have went into his house, which was like 3 feet away. But then he was mysteriously unchained and then ran away for good, and we don't know what has happened to him ever. We've never seen him again for like 7 years. So yeah, that's sad. Next up is I'm going to say our second dog because I don't know about the other one, which one came first, but I'm going to say our second dog. That was Ellie. It was a goldish colored dog. We spent 30 minutes in the car trying to figure out what to name her. And we were currently watching an episode of Andy Griffith that had Ellie in it. So my brother said, hey, how about Ellie? And we're like, sure, might as well. Also, it's a girl, by the way. And a little bit of a funny story. Whenever we got whenever she became super hyperactive, whenever she was in her toddler years of dog years, it was middle of summer. And on our backyard, we had these 2 little apple trees, and in between it, there was a little playhouse. It wasn't tall, it was short, 1 story, 1 room, and it had a green roof. That's the only thing I remember about it, is that it had a green roof and a few other details. And even though it was summer, probably like 90, 80 degrees, we were so scared of her jumping out on us because me and my brother, we had the jobs of playing with the dog for an hour, or maybe it was 30 minutes each day. We'd let her out of her cage pin thing, and then she can run around and play in our backyard. We were scared of her jumping on us because she was a big dog. She got really big. She was the biggest dog that I think we've ever had. So then we sat on the top of that roof, even though also that playhouse was filled with daddy long legs. There were a million. We hardly ever went in there because of that. There were also bugs on the roof, but we would rather have bugs than dogs. So we went on the roof with coats in 80-degree weather, sitting there for an hour, hoping and praying that it would be time to go in the house and have some lunch. Probably, most likely, peanut butter jelly sandwiches. And then This is probably going to be the longest answer by far because it's pretty much a whole story. I'm going to make a video on it, like an animation sometime. So, went to the next time in my brain. I'm trying to think of the whole story to tell you guys. Okay, so next in this, our third, wait, nope, I skipped one. Our first cat. As you can tell, we probably had a lot of pets. I am getting close to the end. There's 2 more after this one. So we found a stray cat in our yard. Mom and Dad were sleeping in bed when they heard meowing outside their windows. And Mom found it in the morning. And also we had just watched the movie, what's it called? I forget, but there's a Arctic fox whose name is Swifty. That will be important later. Don't know if anybody's seen that movie before, but we watched it. So, found it, and then we gave it a bath. It had worms, so we weren't able to touch it much, so it ended up being pretty skittish. It never attacked anybody. I think it only scratched us like 3 times. And recently, after we moved, that'll be another story for another time, it hit one of the poles on our carport and it concussed itself, and then it started walking wonky. And sadly, it passed away a few months ago. Rest in peace, Swifty. He was a gray and white cat. Sad. So then, this was before he died, but I just wanted to finish his whole story first. So our third dog. So we got Ellie. She didn't die. She was took away from us because we couldn't play with her because she was ginormous, humongous, and stuff like that. So we did something with her. I don't know. Dad took her away. I don't know what happened. But yeah, that happened. And then I went to the... But yeah, I don't know why I said I didn't went to the nothing. So our uncle, we were going to get a new dog. So we got a new dog from our uncle. And we called that dog Ellie. I meant Sadie. Because it sounded like our old dog's name. And this dog was a beagle, a black, white, and a little bit of brown. And for some reason, all of our dogs had been crazy. Don't understand why, except for Buddy. He was not crazy. But our past 2 dogs have been crazy. We still have this dog. It is not currently dead. And it is an escape artist. We have had to pin it up in several things, and it just keeps escaping. Like, we chained it up. Somehow it unattached the chain and then escaped out of the fence. I don't know how it did that, but it did. So yeah, 2 people have now joined the live stream. There was 1, but now there's 2. Type if you're here in the comments the second person. Hello? Hello? Yeah, let's continue. Okay, so that dog is crazy. This is an escape artist. We still have it. So after Swifty passed away, bless his heart, he's gone now. Hello, Tribe Lawson. Okay, so after he died, we were gonna get a new cat. So one of our aunts, uncle, it was either an aunt or a grandma. One of those, I forget. It was a very distant one. So I think it was a great aunt, or maybe a great aunt twice removed or something, I forget. But they gave us a cat that was the runt of the litter of the cat. They had like 10 cats, and the mom cat they thought was a boy, and then it was a girl, and it had a bunch of babies. So we got the runt of the litter, which for some reason does not have any of the traits of a runt. It ended up, it's small because it's a baby, it was just born, but it is super fast. We named the cat, we don't know if it's a boy or girl yet. We're leaning towards boy because we haven't got it checked yet. But we thought it was a girl at first. We called it Trixie Kitty. Trixie because, well, we just named it that for fun. But then it was a really Trixie Kitty. It was so fast. It was fast as lightning. Still is. We still have it at our house. And like one time, you can just open the door and she'll be in the laundry room in half a second. And the laundry room's on the other side of the house. So yeah, it's a very fast cat. But then we noticed that it kept pouncing things and has male-like behavior for cats. And also, Mom looked it up and it said that the cats have 2 specific spots with extra fur on it. Not saying which. But yeah. And so we're thinking it's a boy now. We're going to call it Swifty 2 maybe. We don't know for sure, but Swifty 2. That is all of the pets that I have had in my life. So, question number 4. Would you ever do a YouTube collab? Maybe. If somebody asked me to, probably. 3 people join the live stream now. That's fun. But yes, apparently there is. I don't know if anybody will want to do a collab with me. I'll do one with them, sure. But I don't know. It'll probably be fun. So next question. What's advice you would give to someone who ate 5 cheese strings but are lactose intolerant? I would say you probably need to stay in the bathroom for most of the day, buddy. That's exactly what I would say to them. That you need to stay in the bathroom all day, just in case. Okay, so next. What is your favorite real Pokemon? My favorite real Pokemon is probably, this is a hard question, because there's a lot of Pokemon that I find very interesting. Pretty much, I'm a huge fan of Pokemon. If you showed me a Pokemon, I would say, oh yeah, I know that Pokemon. I don't know every Pokemon by name. There's probably like 50, 90 Pokemon I don't know by name, but I know every single Pokemon by look. If you show me a picture, let's say, oh yeah, I know that Pokemon for sure. Actually, there may be 2 that I don't know, but I'd say my favorite Pokemon is probably, most likely, something. Let me just rag my brain for a few seconds. My favorite Pokemon. I'd say that my favorite. Wait, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to pick my favorite Pokemon from each region. Okay, so Kanto, my favorite Pokemon, would probably be Snorlax, just for fun. Johto, my favorite Pokemon, would be probably Cyndaquil. Gen 3, my favorite Pokemon, would probably be Torkoal. I like Torkoal pretty good. Gen 4 would probably be like Turtwig. Turtwig's fun. I like starter Pokemon. Wait, no, Arceus. Arceus, yes. So Gen 5. I don't really like any Gen 5 Pokemon. It's one of my least favorites. If I had to pick, I'd say Kedleo just for fun. I'll put the Pokemon on the screen on the edit. So I'll finish, so nobody leave. This may take a little while though. Okay, so Gen 6, my favorite, Greninja. That's an easy one. So Alola, that my favorite would probably be Rowlet. Rowlet's good. Galar, whatever you want to call it. Toxtricity. And then newest generation, Gen 9. Paldea is probably, most likely, any of the past Paradox Pokemon. Just pick one and I'll like it. So there's a few of my favorite Pokemon. Okay, so what is your favorite Pokemon that you have made? Okay, it's like picking a favorite child. That is an extremely hard question. I'd probably say my favorite Pokemon that I made myself is probably Most likely. Either Riblaze or Tadflame. This is my favorite starter line. I don't know why. And you'll only know what Riblaze or Tadflame is if you watch my videos frequently. So, you need to check out all of my videos and like and subscribe. Just saying that again so everybody will. Because my goal by the end of the year is to have 200 subscribers. So let's get there now. Man, if this video could get me 100 subscribers, that would be crazy. 100 subscriber Q&A, getting 100 subscribers. Okay, so what drawing are you most proud of? Any of my Pokemon drawings are my favorite. Wait, and my Hermitcraft Drawing Challenge drawings. I can't pick a favorite drawing. That's even harder than picking up my favorite of my own Pokemon. So I'm just going to skip that one, unless I think of a really good one. Are there certain creators or people that have inspired you to start drawing? Many of the Pokemon YouTubers I watch True Green 7 and a few other people, but mainly him. I like watching him. Also my dad. My dad drawed a lot. So also, next. So yeah, that's the answer to that one. Dad and True Green 7. Okay. What made you decide to start a YouTube channel? Also, my dad. He said that my art was good, so I should start a YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel has also helped me get better at art, so it's a win-win. Okay. What shoe size is your forehead? Let me think. I think my forehead is probably a shoe size of 38. I think, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. Shoe size, forehead, 38. Thoughts on the Evo SMP. If you don't know what that is, it is a series that Grian, a person in Minecraft that I watch, created, where you start in the first version of Minecraft and you work your day to present day Minecraft, and that was made like 7 years ago. I did not watch all of it. I did watch some of it. My dad watched the whole thing. He liked it pretty good, and I liked what I watched relatively good. It just, like, I watch Hermitcraft a lot, but Evo was, like, just a little bit less since they had less to work with, you know, and old Minecraft doesn't look too good. It brings back old memories because I played with the old textures before they updated them. Like, I got a Bedrock pack before we played on the Xbox 360 Minecraft. So, whenever I got the Nintendo Switch, I got a free pack that looked like the old blocks. So, Evo SMP is pretty good. Favorite Minecrafter? Grian. Especially Season 6 and Season 9 of Hermitcraft. Those are my favorite Hermitcraft seasons of Grian. You know, Grian's my favorite. What is your inspiration? That is a very hard question. Depends on inspiration for what. I'm just going to say my inspiration is most likely everything. I just get inspired by anything that can be inspired on. Okay, this is the last question, but I have an idea since this has only been 30 minutes. So, what media has influenced you the most? How about YouTube? Does that answer your question? Yeah, that's probably the answer. So that is all of the Q&A questions, but if anybody else has any more questions, type them down in the comments right now. Like, if you have a question, ask the question, and I will answer it. Because I usually like my live streams being anywhere from 40 to an hour a minute, and it has only been 30, so let's just do like 10 minutes more of content real quick. Also, this live stream is just the Q&A. I will have a separate video featuring other things I have done to celebrate 100 subscribers. So in order to see that on my channel, you probably need to like and subscribe, huh? Yeah, you should do that. Very good idea, you know? Okay, so yeah. Any questions that any of you have, just type them down in the comments. And I am going to be just eyeballing the comments for a few seconds. So, yeah. Okay, so do any of you have any questions of any kind? If you do, just type them now. Totally fine to do. Also, there was something I wanted to try. So I'll be back in a second. So you can still type your comments though. Just a second. So, guys, if you can still hear me, what I'm doing is I'm wanting to know if I put the iPad in front of the screen of the TV that I'm watching my own live stream on. If I put the iPad in front of the screen of the TV that I'm watching my own live stream on. Yeah, you can hear my voice there. Yeah, you can hear my voice there, as you can tell. So yeah, I'm going to see if I undo this camera, as you can tell. So, and I'm going, this is confusing for me. Okay, I'm gonna see if it's infinite. This is confusing for me. Okay, I'm gonna see if it's infinite. This is confusing for me.
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, that worked out relatively, sort of. So yeah, I don't think it really worked. I was hoping that you would be able to see the screen on the screen on the screen, but apparently it didn't work that way. Oh well, that's fine. Just gonna flip this. So I'm not doing a face reveal yet. Maybe if we can get, you know what? If you guys can get me to 1 million subscribers, I'll do a face reveal. You know, that sounds like a reasonable trade. I get 100 or 1,000 million subscribers or something. You do a face reveal, or I get a face reveal for you. So yeah, this has been the 100 subscriber Q&A video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've answered all the questions, and it doesn't look like any more questions have came in. Yep. Okay, so yeah, have a good day, pickly day. Please like and subscribe. Let's get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Maybe even 300. I don't know. You guys can do it however you want to. So yeah, see you guys next time. Have a pickly day. Bye guys. Me Pickle Pen Straws is out.